This is part 2 of a long series. If you haven't heard part 1 yet, click on the eye icon on the video now, and it'll take you right there. Be sure to subscribe and keep coming back to hear the rest of the series as it's uploaded. Also, if you want audios early or not safe for work extras, be sure to check out my Patreon.
Stay tuned.
Ugh. You know, sometimes I hate being king. Between the unnecessary meetings and the ton of paperwork I have to sign, it's kinda trash, honestly. Plus, this whole thing about a group of humans picking a fight with a local coven. And then there's the new supernatural detecting technology, and, ugh, don't get me started on mortal politics. Supernats are just trying to live in peace, but humans make that pretty damn hard. I mean, ever since they found out about our existence, they haven't stopped talking about us. And of course, since I'm, as they would call it, the leader of a paranormal species, most of the drama and shit falls to me to handle. But I have to admit it, there are definitely perks that come with being royalty. The throne's kinda cool, I get special treatment, and I'm loaded as hell. I'm talking millions of US dollars. Vampires don't really need money, but it's nice to have. Speaking of which, let's talk about your pay. What? You think I have the audacity to kidnap you, make you work as my assistant, and my blood supply, and then not pay you? That does sound like something humans would do. But no, business relationships that involve vampires are a bit more equally beneficial. We don't like being indebted to people. Does $85 an hour work? Too much? Come on, how can that be too much? No, listen, think about it. This isn't a normal job. You'll be working for 8 of your 9 waking hours a day, since you have to sleep for a long time. You'll be running all my errands and doing all the work that I don't want to do myself. And let's not forget, I am literally draining you of your blood. Probably on a daily basis, since you regenerate fast. And there's literally no chance of escape from this job, seeing as I've already claimed you through some weird magical bond. If I were you, I'd be asking for higher pay, and since you're too timid to do that yourself, I'll just give it to you. So yeah, make that $90 an hour. Nope, I'm not going any lower. I would feel like I'm robbing you. Good. I'm glad that we agree. Today's agenda? Well, actually, I was thinking about that too. More like I was bitching about it earlier. I have some errands to attend to, but that's not for another 45 minutes. I should also probably get to the mountain of paperwork on my desk today. Unless... Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how great it would be if you did it for me. I'll even teach you how to forge my handwriting and signature. Oh, don't worry about the legality of it. Just trust me, it'll be fine. Well, I guess if you were too nervous about it, I could always resort to other means. Maybe a mild charm would make you more willing to help me out. Don't worry, just relax. Oh, what's that? You've had a sudden change of heart and now you want to help me with my work? Great. Why don't you go make me a coffee while you're at it? I take it black, by the way. And since you look a bit tired, I know you like caffeine. Feel free to make some for yourself. The mugs are in the cabinet to the far left, by the way. Thanks, darling. Back already? That was quick. Mmm. That's good. Do you usually make coffee a lot? Yeah, I thought so. By the way, where did you even live before we found you? I'm assuming you were alone and far away from the city. A forest cabin, huh? That sounds nice. You'll have to show me sometime. Well, anyway, let me teach you how to copy my writing. I'm going to make you a sample with numbers, letters, my signature, and my initials. I have a tracing light you can hold this up to, but just don't press down too hard or it'll look unnatural. Try to let the ends of each line gradually fade out. Also, don't try too hard on the loops. I write quickly, like I don't care. Paperwork's over there on my desk. Oh, I wrote down all the information you might need on the sample sheet. But if there's something that's not included, just leave it blank and ask me about it when I get back. I'm gonna head to my meetings, but I'll come check on you later. See ya. Aw, and you're fast asleep on my couch. Did all that paperwork tire you out? Or maybe it was the charm. At least it all looks done. Oh my. And you even took the liberty of sorting it into sticky noted piles. I didn't even know I had sticky notes. Oh, sorry. Did I wake you up? Nah, I was just talking to myself. You've done a great job here. I'm surprised. Looks exactly like I wrote it. Guess you're not all that bad at this assistant thing. Maybe I don't have to charm you every time. But I must say, your compliance is refreshing. It's amazing what a touch of persuasion can achieve. Let's keep it our little secret, shall we? The council would totally be on my ass if they found out I'm planning to mess with your mind every time you get a little nervous. Oh, that's right. I'll explain. The Council of Paranormal Affairs is a branch of government. If you're comparing it to the way the US is set up, it would be like the legislative and judicial branches combined. But only when it comes to supernats. Yeah, that would make me part of the executive branch. Basically, royals like me who govern their respective species. Directly below us is the Council, a group of elected representatives who deal with certain laws and how everyone is upholding them. They're mostly supernuts, but some of them are elected humans too. The Council keeps the royals in check, so it's a combination of democracy and a monarchy. I have meetings with the Council 2 or 3 times a week, just to review the news and discuss the more difficult cases that get sent to them. That's what I was doing today. Sure, I can tell you what we talked about. I don't have any confidential meetings. We reviewed this week's current events, instances of conflict between supernaturals and mortals, and, of course, your arrival. No, I didn't say anything bad about you. I just told them that you're a bit jumpy, and that you probably need to get used to being in an unfamiliar place. Yeah, I gotta keep them posted about any significant changes in your health or behavior. Considering how few creatures of darkness there are on the council, I don't think that they like the idea of you belonging to anyone that they can't control. They see both of us as dangerous, and together we'd be even more of a threat to them. So, here I am, reporting your every cough and sneeze. But you don't have to worry about the council. They're not that powerful. At least, not beyond creating and enforcing laws. It's just a mild pain to ignore them. They'll send their nosy little investigators to come poke around and ask questions, acting like they're on some noble quest for justice. Last time they showed up, it took weeks to straighten out the mess that they caused. If anything, they're way too busy maintaining the balance between the supernatural and mortal realms. Too much exposure, too many incidents, and it may become a headache for everyone involved. More than half of the meetings they call are about insignificant shit they could have ignored or avoided. And the humans on the council are so annoying. Don't get me wrong, I like humans, they're fun and interesting, and I like how a lot of them have no idea how short their lives are. They make the best out of their time. But no, not the humans on the council. They're all status quo this and protocol that. And now, they're even trying to limit magic use to make things more equitable. If that shit isn't dystopian, I don't know what is. Being equal means not having your rights taken away based on something you were born as. They can barely govern themselves, much less us. You know, it's a damn shame that humans taste like shit. There are way too many of them, and the vampires could definitely help with the overpopulation. Of course, I'm joking. Like I said, I don't mind most humans, but the look on your face was absolutely priceless. Nope, we don't eat mortals. That's a myth vampire hunters made up to justify trying to kill us. We prefer to feed on sheep and forest animals like deer. Oh, I guess they are mortals. Bears and wolves are far too aggressive. Makes it a pain to even get close to them. Besides, both of those animals have super strong jaws, and I prefer to be the one doing the biting. Although, I don't really have much need for hunting while you're here. Which brings us to our next order of business. Feeding. Are you ready? Cool. Where do you want it? The neck works fine for me. Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask. Do you want me to charm you like I did last time? Yeah, I bet it did feel nice. How was the intensity? Too strong? Too light? That's fine if you don't remember. Maybe short-term memory loss of the time you spend charmed is a side effect or something. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna put you under now. Have fun. I know I definitely will. There we go. Feeling better now? Not that you're conscious enough to answer that. Alright. I'm gonna have you tilt your head to the side. A little more. Perfect. Ah. Shit. Brain freeze. I'm still getting used to how cold you are. There was less adrenaline this time, but the edge from the caffeine was still quite nice. I'll have to make a note to get you energy drinks so you can stay awake and I can get a buzz from a stronger potency in your blood. Hold on while I grab the band-aid. Alright, let me just wake you up, and then you should be back to normal. How do you feel, dear? Was it easier this time? You're handling the charms better. That's good. Hey, you didn't even fall over this time. You know, You should probably take a nap. Hell, even get in a full 15 hours. We've both finished pretty much all of our work. I had a nice meal, and you absorbed all that moonlight last night. So why don't we just call it a day? You can't deny that you're tired. I can tell, your eyes, your slowing heart rate, and even the natural melatonin creeping its way into your scent. You can't keep this up for much longer, can you? Good. Why don't you go get settled on the couch? I can stay here if you don't want to be alone. I could even put you to sleep with my magic, too. But that's probably counterproductive since you'd be even more drowsy when you woke up. Nah, I don't have anything better to do. I mean, it's either this or scrolling through human social media, and that sounds slightly less interesting. You're shivering. Are you cold? Well, obviously, you're cold blooded. But do you feel cold? I think there's a blanket around here somewhere. No problem. Can't just let you freeze, can I? Well, get comfy. I'll be right here. Sweet dreams, dear. Leave a like if you enjoyed the audio, and if you're looking for more extreme not safe for work Yandere content, check out the audio on screen now. Special thank you goes out to all of my patrons, especially that of my precious pets, Creek, Lunar, Finwin, Toka, Nikki Pele, Michelle, and an adventurer. I have been Prince Cairo, and remember that your prince loves you all.